Attention. The Global Union authorizes the construction of your own orbital station.
Yeah, Orbital Station, that's
Transmitting
right.
requirements.
So this is where we can put in a spaceport. They cost a lot of money, quite a bit of upkeep to build and to maintain. But the benefits from the orbital facility can be quite significant. Now the
Still sticking
problem
by the corporation.
is where
You
to
could
put
have a
them.
voice in world-shaking decisions, you know.
Because they have a certain radius, so we could demolish some of those buildings there, because we can't move them, because I turned that off. But we can demolish some of those, but it will be 1,000 and then 500 workforce upkeep, and we do not have 500 workforce spare currently. So we need to add in a lot more workforce before we entertain that idea, which is fine. We are doing that anyway. Let's just do that instead. It's kind of an annoying size. Actually, that could be advantageous.
Like that, can't you?
Let's just do that and do this. And this. It's a case of trying to just maximize the amount of area. Though that's a bit annoying because we could go two back, but we can't get rows to the one in the back. So what we could do is do that, and then that, and that. There we go. And upgrade. And now we're going to just delete these for the time being. I'm still not quite sure where I was going to put a security thing. I could put that in here as well, probably. So if that goes there, then we could put a security down the end. That could work once we unlock it, which we're getting close to. We can also start putting in some of these algal farms in order to make these rejuvenators. We probably want to do that from here. So that way we don't need to worry about putting any extra factories or anything.
Business successes multiply.
We're going to put in more of those. We also now need more fruit and stuff. Now, can we put one of those in here? Yeah, but we can't fit in the other parts of it. Oh, that kind of works. But it's not going to fit in fully, is it? No. I mean, ultimately, we don't need to worry about capacity on this island because we have the other one anyway, so we should probably just focus on that. Could also move this, or like destroy it and put it somewhere else, like up here. And we can also expand this, like expand our mines and increase our capacity of this. There we go. It affects our workforce, but we can then put in more drone things. We're running out of money again. But our income is much higher, so it doesn't take as long to accrue. But this is also where the sector projects are quite useful because they give you something to do while you're waiting for things to come up. Almost there. Get up to that 10,000. Because we are wanting to reduce our workforce requirements to the point that we have 500 spare for the spaceport, so that we can get our orbital facility started. Though that does cost a lot of money, so we're going to have to, wait a little bit on that. What's our workforce requirements for this? 88, 75, not too bad. But we were also having to look at these fruit plantations. If we demolish that one, actually these require a lot of workforce too, don't they? Do that. Do that. Until we get 1500 again. Just going to address this shortfall now, and then we're going to start expanding our basic workforce more, which will just provide us with a lot more income anyway. Still at -1? Okay. One more. There we go. Now we're in the positives again. How are we going on this? We're not quite there, but once we build the rejuvenators and stuff, we'll probably get there. Let's do that.
Construction options
Still
expanded.
positive. Good. Still not quite there, but getting close. So, over here... should we just work on some workforce first? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I think we do like from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that fine? I'm trying to remember the size of certain production facilities off the top of my head. I think they were 4x4, which makes it 12. Not sure. We'll just do that. Basically, we want to allow some space for production facilities to go along nearest the warehouse to be most efficient. And then we can start putting houses in here instead. Oh, why did that not go in? Oh, we didn't have enough money, that's why. There we go. I'm used to playing on lower difficulties still and having lots of spare cash. There we go. Cool. Thankfully, putting in houses only costs building materials, but then servicing them with roads is what costs a certain amount of money. But you recoup the cost pretty quickly.
Sorry, you must be accustomed to more.
So we're going to need more information centers to service these guys. Just getting the grids prepared for them. Oops. We're probably not going to put operators on this island, at least not yet. How are we going for demand? -2 on rice farms, right, so this is where we expand this again. And now we're well back in the plus. And while we're at it, let's just expand this as well. There we go. Still doesn't cost a hell of a lot, still doesn't require too much stuff. We're actually over the 500 required that we can put in a spaceport here now. But we may as well finish what we were doing over here. Make them a bit
So,
happier.
you must be accustomed to more.
Cool. +2. So as we expand further, then that'll drop, and then we can put the second one in over the other side. And now it says insufficient, so now we start, and now we put in this one. Does cost a little bit, but it's fine. Again, you recoup the cost of it pretty quickly. You technically don't have to bother about putting in the information things if you're not intending to upgrade them, because that's all it facilitates, but...
You were given enough opportunities to join us.
Oh, here we go. Here's where we get our first invasion. So what we need to do is call our fleet into the sector.
Fleet.
So they don't actually do a hell of a lot. So 40 minutes, but you do get a reward for doing it. What they can sometimes do is affect your workforce or your cost. But they're not really doing much, are they?
Yes, technically this
Now,
is
the
an
next thing we're going to start
unannounced
working on
intrusion
while
into
we're
your
waiting to
territory.
earn
But
some
before
money
you report, once Leishing pursued the construction of a hydroelectric
is take a
power
look at this
station.
hydroelectric power dam.
The stations were based on designs Leishing took over from its bankrupt rival, Global Trust. But the project was dismissed after incidents made the dams inoperable. If we would join forces, we could bring the dam building to a conclusion, and half of the produced energy would be entitled to your corporation.
Fleet arriving.
Hey, you can see the bad guys in the background. So we just do certain menial jobs basically to make her happier.
Underway.
Okay, so we've only got 4 ships, so we do need to be careful.
Container loaded.
Because you don't have many
Coordinates
upgrades or
confirmed.
anything. I'm just going to be multitasking a bit. I mean, we can definitely take our time.
I see you realize time is money. Home office today. I have a job for you.
Yeah,
Affirmative.
but others are lagging behind, that's annoying.
Battle stations. They're attacking. Affirmative.
Basically baiting its shots to come in, and then we're just running it wide.
We are under attack.
Take out these other ships. We only need to take out a certain number of them. Boom.
Copy that.
Oh, a missile barrage, that's always useful. Just come up here. What's her next task? Maintain a workforce balance. Oh, cool. So we'll be working on that while we're doing this, so that's good.
All hands engage.
Always nice to be able to multitask. And we can repair. There we go.
Running.
come down here and ambush these guys. Boom. The little ones ran right into the mortar shot.
On our way. On our way.
There's quite a few hanging around here.
Underway.
If one of your ships gets destroyed, there's just like a timer, and it just takes a while for it to respawn. Essentially, it just gets you get a new one from the docks. Basically, just takes a little amount of time.
We are under attack.
But we try and prevent that from happening. We can kind of shepherd these guys together. Then I can use that.
Nuclear missile fired.
All
And
hands
kill
engaged.
this guy. Get some more fuel, and then I can call in repairs again. See if we can kind of dodge this guy's shots a bit. Gotta get 4 more.
Coordinates confirmed. All hands engaged.
And there's the other 3 that I need.
Target acquired.
The next time we will
Voila.
Self-repair.
And repair.
Running.
Bit of combat experience. I can't remember if that put me up another level or not. We can find out, because
In
if
the
it did...
Arctic, all your actions will fall under the supervision
Nah,
of the
10
Arctic
off.
custodians.
That's right.
Let's have a look at their territory.
When do we get the next ship or corporation? 8. Okay, so we're getting close. And we're not going to go to the Arctic just yet. Ooh, we're actually -6 on food now, organic food, because of the big expansion we did over the other island. If we delete this road, then we can put another one in here, and we can still put more houses in here.
So do I.
What the hell is all of
Good,
that?
you're here. I have a job for you.
Oh, that's right, yeah. The next thing to collect. You're supposed to use this thing in order to find objects, but if you're close enough, then you just see them anyway. Then that, then that.
Cargo gathered. Container loaded. Full speed ahead.
Next.
Objective reached.
Container loaded. Copy that.
Ah, that's right,
This
there's
spot
more over
here
this
is
way here.
perfectly suited to support a bridge to the other side.
Oh, the bridges. Well, I haven't
Building
even
one here will give
got
you
this.
access to
Actually,
new
what do I need for
construction
this?
ground.
I need more graphene, so that means I need to do another military mission before I can do that.
Object successfully detected.
Do this.
Object location found.
That, thank you. There's another one down here.
Cargo gathered. Roger.
Object
Sink.
location found.
Loading concluded.
Object location
And
found.
dead.
Container loaded. Coordinates confirmed.
Then I have to take them back to here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Now, I was in the middle of something. There we go. That'll keep us going for a
I
little
see
longer.
you have as little patience with fools as I have. Why not combine resources? Information like this would benefit both of us.
And then we can put in some more houses as well, because why not? Power is actually going to be a bit more of an issue soon, so we can do that as well. Until we get this, of course. This gives us 1,000 rather free power. So, oh, there you go. I needed to upgrade that anyway. 668 out of 500 for 4.5 minutes. Okay. At least we're making a lot of money now, which is nice. So this, on the other hand, will make quite a big dent. Wait, why are we only at 511 now? Oh, utilization of energy. Oh, see, energy use. Well, that's easy. I can increase that nicely. We may as well
Launch
get a
preparations
space
complete.
station
Shuttle
going if we
awaits
can.
your confirmation. A follow-up is needed.
So not full utilization, but that's fine. Can we upgrade some more of these without affecting that too much? Oh, no, we're in -3. Never mind. But we can add more to this. If we do that first... Ah, good, we can go up like that. That's useful. Cool. So we can do that and then that. And do this. There we go. So we're maxed out on that one now. So we can start doing this. There we go. 0 balance of fruit, positive on the vitamins, 25%. But it's got quite a wide net, so we can now start upgrading all of these as well. And now we're in the negatives again.
Construction of new building types possible.
There we go. Zero it out again, up to 26%. Almost at the point of needing more water again, actually. Interesting. Not sure the best way to deal with that. Now we're going to need more information soon too. Oh, and we're now at the point that I can put this in. That fits quite nicely in there, actually. It's quite a way away from everything, though. It's also an otherwise quite annoying number of squares. I suppose we could do like this and this. So that way we can put something next to it. If we do like that, then we can put houses around it, perhaps. That could work. Do that, and then this. And then do that. There we go. It's something. It's not elegant, but it's something.
Competitive edge sharpened.
Now things are wanting information again. If we do this, like so. Fish game. No, not fish game. But hey, Rodus. If we do that, there, and that there, and that and that. We can just make a small square and put an info drone on the inside of it. Just like that.
You don't waste any time? I like that. Why not combine resources? Information like this
Ah,
would
we need more
benefit
power
both
for
of
that one.
us.
Oh. Let's send our command ship
Coordinates
to do that then.
confirmed.
What's this up to now? 34%? Yeah, improving. What is this? This is Anno 2205. It's a city building game. Well, city building, resource management, sometimes RTS. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. If we add on another one of these, increase our power capacity there. If we put a security thing on here, if we make it a bit more centered like so. Do that, do this, and then these down here, we can put the road around. And we can match it all up like that so it's a nice neat grid again. What are our demands like? We need more water now. Okay, so best place to do water. I mean, you can use up more logistics here, I guess. It doesn't matter too much, so we do that. Bomp, bomp. And we can always add on one of these here. A couple of those reduces the logistics load in case it becomes relevant. Could actually put a security thing in here if we wanted to, come to think of it. Seems cool, but are there fishies? I'm sure there's plenty in the ocean. In the tundra, we do farm fish and make canned fish as one of our resources, so I guess there is. Do that. We're going to start needing some more of this. Do some more promotions. And now we're -7 on the fruit again. Okay. Best thing to do about that, I'm not entirely sure. What did we decide that we could do over here? I think we hadn't quite established what we could do over here. We can definitely do one. We can't do another. We can do 1, 2, 3. Maybe if we moved some of these around, we could put more in. I wonder if we could just move these and move the road up further. Oh, we can't actually move them, of course. We have to actually demolish and then place. We just need one. That's all we need. We just need one. Actually, is the answer then to spin this around? There we go. Now we can get the full 4 in there. But we can't fit one of these modules alongside it, unfortunately. But we can demolish it and turn it sideways. There we go. Still not perfect, but end up with an odd little gap there. There we go. 40 in, 40 out. Speaking of biopolymers, we were picking up some here, so we can go back
Underway.
here. -7, bomp, bomp. In the positives again. We could also reduce our workforce here a bit. Got a lot of spare cash at the moment. reduced by 40%, quite handy. This isn't too bad. Watch it together and it's good, absolutely. Get some more fruit. Get some more drinks rather. There we go, nice big surplus. 46% on this now, getting good. We are going to want to add some extra stuff on here as well though, because there is another level of upgrades that we're probably going to want to do, and that's to have executives. But we're not going to be doing that with these guys, so we can upgrade them at the very least. 46%. So it's out of 25. We only need 10 technically to get things started, so kind of fine. If I could get to 50% it would be nice. It's just how quickly this thing ticks up basically, but we're not going to get there before this one fires off. That's fine. 9 is a good start.
Space Orbital Station ready for your arrival.
Cool.
Follow-up is needed.
There's the shuttle. Up it goes. Right, what do you want next? Ah, deliver.
There it is.
There we
Our
go.
first dam, standing tall and operating smoothly.
Now, it makes literally no
We
sense
won't
that you've
settle
got
for
water
one,
flowing
right?
from this level down to this level, because what the hell is this water doing here? I don't know, but whatever. We just go with
Copy that.
it. We take advantage of the free power and we move on. Okay, so we've got a shortage of security again now in this area. Not sure quite what the best thing for that is going to be. I think probably putting things in here. In fact, we can just do this, but then there's going to be a road in between anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We do that, and whoops, street, there, and upgrade. 17,000 channel points, nice. 47%, so close, so close. That, cool. Every little bit helps. 48%, getting close. Say 50 would be nice, but I mean, 40 odd percent is still 10, more than 10 out of the 25, so that's kind of fine. Now, what are we likely to do? We're probably going to be... We could put a security thing down here. Because we've got one there, and if we put one down here, then that'll help serve things. We can just destroy some of these for now. If we do that, and this, and this. How well does this fit in here? Perfectly. And then we can just do that and that. Done. Bomp. And bomp. And now we're going to be short on rice again, but we can expand this by 1. There we go. Now we're in the positives again. Next thing we're going to be working on is increasing rejuvenators. Or building rejuvenators. But for now, we're at 50% on our spaceship, which is quite nice. We've got a decent income, so we could probably go up and take a look at that. She
Full
needs
speed
me to
ahead.
be level 10, which we are close to. 8264 employees. We're getting there. We will need to put in a lot more workers for that though. Does give me an extra ship too, so maybe that is something we should work at. Gonna make this another instance where we have an infodrome. Ah, bollocks. No, go away. We're supposed to move.
Really?
We can't move it, that's right. Do that there, there, there. Those, road. There, those, road. Road. All the road. There we go. So what was it? 8264? Yeah, it'll take us a little while to get there. And we'll need to put in some more rice farms and water plants and everything before we can do that. We could do water plant up here, I guess. We do have 2 spots down here. We're wanting algae farm to be at least 1. We've also got some more that we can pick up over here, but that's quite a ways away. But we just put a little transport facility over there when we need to. Let's just lay out some road at least so we know what we're doing. That goes down here or something. Actually, no, we do this one through like that. And then we do that, that, that. Cool. So we can start working on that. Then we put like a transportation facility here. We probably use those mines later. And then we'll use the aquatic ones. Cool. Well, let's go up to space, shall we? And then that'll probably be the last thing we do, and then we'll probably finish up. I'll go grab some lunch.
Hello. I've prepared the orbital station for your arrival. Expansion can begin whenever you're ready.
Ready when you are. Zoink.
Welcome to your corporate orbital station. You are free to expand it in order to pursue scientific research only possible in 0G. Enjoy your stay. I'll be on standby to advise you. Take note, the station can be expanded to pursue various types of research. Next step, initiated.
Now, this becomes a bit of a logic puzzle in some respects because there's certain things that each type of module requires.
All working conditions met. Research now possible. A follow-up is needed.
So we need G-Lab, solar cells, and greenhouse for these ones. Ideally, you want to reuse things as much as you can between multiple modules. It becomes quite tricky later on when we're adding more on. Oh, we do actually have 2 kits as well, so we could be doing that. But you got to be careful that you don't combine too many things all together. Do that there, then we can delete that one there, and probably delete that one there as well. We do need to be economic about what we use, so we can put another one here. Oh, we don't have enough graphene. Right, so we need to do more military missions to get more graphene to be able to expand further, is the other thing. Iridium for one lot of modules, and then graphene for the workshops. Right. So, what are we doing first of all? If we put solar cells here.
Well, This is a nice surprise.
Oh, good. So that's all that
What-
needs. And then we can put a greenhouse there.
Yeah. Is there
Okay, so
something
it's only
you want?
slightly good. And then if we put
Is there
another
something you
greenhouse up here, that's a bit closer.
Welcome.
There. If we do that and put a G lab here, is that
So how may I be of service?
okay? And then another one at the end, maybe. Outside shield radius. Yeah, so we can't do that just at the moment, but.
Is there something you want?
And then if we put another one there, then it'll share exactly the same stuff. Okay, so we're at 54, which is good.
Is there something you want?
So now we can come into here, technologies, access
As a data
nexus.
amalgam, this provides you with an overview on all orbital research. Please choose which research projects to commission.
So we're going to need 10
Sequential
expertise
process
to start on that anyway, and then that gives us some extra kits. So this is biologists. Right, so biologists are only good for that. That's right. We've got to go to the other zones to be able to get the different types.
Sequential process.
So this is the only one we can work on at the moment, but it's also a good one to
Shuttle
start
arriving
with.
according to schedule.
Tech tree looks complicated. It is and it isn't. You don't unlock all of them. You just unlock certain ones. So we want to work towards these where we can get additional workshop kits. So then we can get multiple types. You can have 5 workshops in each type. And then you can drill down those particular trees. Once you unlock things in these diagonals, they stay unlocked. So these are unlocking currently. Once they are complete, they'll remain unlocked, and we can diversify and go to the other sections as we
Please give
unlock
my
them.
green-
But yeah, we also need more materials before we can do anything else. But it's a good start. And it increases our output of agriculture.
Where you been hiding?
And we
Oh,
unlocked
Dawson
another ship. 9 out of 10. So 10 we get a second one of those. So 10 is a good one to gun towards. We get more
One
graphene by
scratch,
doing
just
these,
one scratch, and I'll just.
but we're
go.
not going to leave that for now. So the game automatically saves the whole time as you're doing things as well, so we don't need to worry about constantly having to do that.
The course of the world economy is decided. You can influence those decisions. It all depends on who you support.
I'm just going to go for that.
Worse than
The voting is
Let
a
me be
very
clear.
sideline thing. You
Pun
get
intended.
certain things like the extra upgrades for each, like your modules for each of your types of things. So energy upgrades, for example, will give me one that gives an additional discount. So by default, it's like 10% energy cost reduced. I think they're 20% instead. So if I vote for her, I'll get more of those, which is quite handy because I didn't unlock that one by default. But you can pretty much just ignore the voting and it has no bearing on your gameplay whatsoever, quite frankly. There's a lot of little bits about micromanagement, and you don't need to worry about them when you're just getting started. They're the sort of thing that you learn as you go. Well, for now, we're going to call it so I can go get some lunch. Almost 2 hours, so too complicated for you? Nah, not really. Like, at its basics, like I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and I tailored things to make it difficult for myself. But at its most basic, you can just mindlessly place buildings, enjoy the kind of dependencies between things, service their needs. It's quite intuitive, really, once you get started. But you can make it as complicated as you want by increasing the difficulty, and you're dealing with little micromanagement things like that. And there's always the military interventions that give you a little of an RTS sort of experience, and you use those to get more materials. Yeah, we're going to call it here. I might continue this on stream again at some stage, but otherwise I'm going to be working towards this gradually over time. We'll probably do another session on stream where I unlock the Arctic and demonstrate how that works, Currently, we've gone through the first temperate zone. We've unlocked the space station, which is one of the DLCs. It's not part of the base game, but it's a really useful DLC. It's honestly one that I would recommend. It does add a good element to the game. And then later on, after we've unlocked the Arctic, we get to go to the moon. So we'll try and work those into a stream to be able to show those particular milestones. But it'll take us a long time to get to the achievement that we're actually chasing.